while.
Speed, Robin.
Oh, that was quick. Tell me about your adventures in wine country. What sort of things did you guys do?
We made a movie.
When you weren't making
So
movies.
occasionally, a little bit of, I don't know, did I go around many vineyards? Not really, because we were filming in them. So it's that way that a movie corrals the environment and it becomes a movie set. So you keep having to remind yourself this is actually a real world, and there are working people all around us here.
But Bill, you played a real guy, so obviously you had to sort of get some of the knowledge together about making wine and such. So,
Well, you know, fortunately, these are people who part of their interest in wine is telling people about wine, telling people about making wines, and they have had to do that in order to sell the wines. You know, it's one thing, you think it'd be enough just to grow the grapes and make a good wine, but then it's all about telling people what you're doing, why you're doing it. So they were really easy to get a lot of information from. It wasn't like they were trying to withhold it or any kind of grandma's recipes or anything that I had to kind of sneak out of them. And they're very articulate people, very, very intelligent, articulate people. So, you know, you could ask one question and you'd be listening for a half hour. So.
do you guys like wine? I mean, is it something?
I love it, yeah. But, you know, you can't. What you learn is to just limit that affection.
Wait a minute, I heard about a party last night in the Hamptons for this movie, right?
We were sober when we left.
Mm-hmm.
Some others were not.
Also, this movie's about following your passion and taking on something that you love. And tell me if each of you have like a business or a side thing that you've always wanted to start, or you have, and you know, like a dream business, perhaps.
I don't. I mean, this job is the passion and the impossible one at that. Or compulsion, maybe that's it. You know, that's what I know about. Something where some mixture of your head and your body says this is what you're going to do, and it's never going to satisfy you properly, because it will always just get more difficult. Is that a passion? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I have always had this little thing about labels and the curiosity of fashioning something that you've made, putting a label on it and giving it to somebody. And I think it's like a little, I don't know what, maybe I always wanted to be a little agricultural operation. So every many Christmases, we've made some things and then done our own label and given it away as presents. So
Not to me.
I know, I was in the middle of saying this and I really should reveal this, and now Alan's going to go, hello, it's Christmas, but
Looking for that package.
What's the name?
well, we've done everything because we have a ranch in Montana, so and there's honey that comes from our place, and so we've made our Pullman North Ranch honey and done that. But I mean, we also have in California, we have a lot of, I love to, the climate in California intoxicated me when I first came there, and the experience of walking down the street with another actor, and he said, do you want an orange? And I said, oh, I'd love an orange. And walked into someone's yard full of oranges and just pulled off an orange and gave it to me. I said, what are you doing? This is somebody's house, and these are, and no, they don't even bother to pick the fruit here. They want to drive in their car to a grocery store and buy the fruit, and that feels better to them. So we get to have all this. And I thought, wow, this fruit is growing, an orange. I can eat an orange that's grown right here. And I started with oranges, and now I have like 120 different varieties of fruiting plants and things there. I just got crazy with it, crazy.
Who knew?
Those words were on my lips.
Well,
You're cutting me off.
oh yeah.
Just before he could say he doesn't have a distributor yet.
I need a job.
Steven Spurrier. Je suis le patron des caves de la Madeleine et le fondateur de l'Académie du vin.
Désolé monsieur, mais votre nom n'est pas sur la liste. Monsieur dit avoir un billet, mais il n'est pas sur la liste. Je serai avec lui.
J'ai acheté le billet il y a 2 semaines.
Par ici, monsieur.
Smoky. Oh, yeah. And smoky, I detect bacon fat laced with honey melon. Oh, yes. And a fine, smooth finish.
I'm gonna have to make some changes.
What changes?
I have to actually sell some wines, for one.
Why?
Because this is a business, Maurice.
Uh-huh.
Aha, what?
You've got it all mixed up. You have l'Académie du Vin, a school whose mandate, unless I am somehow mistaken, is to educate on wine. And what do you have on your shelves? 1 Chianti and 3 Rieslings. The rest are all French. It might as well be l'Académie du Vin Français. But even if it was l'Académie du Vin Français, it should seek to present its subject in a global context. What about the rest of the world, huh? I just read an article that said California is going to produce wine that will rival the finest of the French. And when that happens, I'm going home.
No offense, but I don't foresee the imminent cultivation of the Chicago vine.
I'm from Milwaukee. Come here, I just want to show you something. Just take a second. So let's say you're strolling down the street. Now, which business do you notice? Yours or mine?
Well, it depends if you're looking for a bottle of wine or a limo tour of the city.
Maybe so. But Pierre Therese seeks out my business, not yours. Promotion, Stevie boy. That's the key to any successful business venture. Promotion.
Pierre Terry,
Yes.
Secretary General of the Association des Grands Crus Classés.
Yes again.
Maurice, I have an idea. You sure he's in there?
Absolutely. Every Tuesday, my guy Emilian used to drive him.
I see him. Monsieur Terry. Bonjour. Nous nous sommes vus au dîner de la Nouvelle Fédération l'autre soir.
Ah. Désolé.
Tiens, le décret Code 59 Colombie prise pour un soupçon d'acidité et son absence de charpente.
Je vous écoute.
Je prédis qu'avec l'âge, il prouvera que ses critiques avaient tort.
Donc vous m'accusez, moi,
de l'avoir ouvert 15 ans trop tôt.
Plutôt 20.
Bah, vous aimez les matrones, moi je les préfère jeunes.
Puis-je me joindre à vous pour un instant?
Non.
Can I help you?
Mr. Barrett. I didn't introduce myself. Steven Spurrier.
What do you want?
To taste your Chardonnay.
No.
Did I mention that the tasting was blind? Rich, round, layers of tangerine, peach. And just a kiss of oak.
Like I said, people make some pretty good wine in this area.
That's why I'm here.
Really? Because the world, or anybody who's at all conscious about what we're trying to do here, tends to think of us as a bunch of hicks taking on the French.
Sure enough.
You know, I don't know about you. But one thing we've learned around here is that if one person succeeds, we all succeed, so I won't speak for them. They might want to be involved, so I'll make some calls.
That's very magnanimous of you. How much do I owe you?
Sir?
Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for coming. I'll need some bottled water, flat, preferably Vital.
Well, that was interesting in a hail to the queen sort of way.
Some water biscuits or a French roll, and then I'll meet you all one at a time. Wine is sunlight held together by water. The poetic wisdom of the Italian physicist, philosopher, and stargazer Galileo Galilei. It all begins with the soil, the vine, the grape.
Everything all right here?
These Californian wines are all so good.
What were you expecting? Thunderbird?